So let me tell you about that time I was undercover and I literally saw an abortion shrine. Yup, that's a real abortion shrine. Let me tell you the story. I'm Karlyn Borysenko. I'm an analyst and undercover journalist covering the far left in America. And in the last video I posted, I told you guys that the first time I ever went undercover in person was at the Collective Power Reproductive Justice Conference at Hampshire College in Massachusetts. This is a literal pro-abortion, shout your abortion conference. That was what I was wearing when I was undercover. Now, one of the most disturbing things at this conference was I literally went on an actual tour to learn how to self-manage my own abortion. They took over the faculty lounge at Hampshire College and they set up a whole little tour. Here are some fans they were handing out to advertise the event. And you walk into the faculty lounge and they have created a stigma-free zone where everyone can talk about abortion. This was my tour guide for the self-managed abortion tour. She's wearing a t-shirt that says MIFA MISO, that stands for the abortion pills that I can't possibly pronounce. And they even had this legal disclaimer saying basically if you live in a state where abortion isn't legal, just be careful with how you use this information about how to literally give yourself an abortion. When you walk in, what they did is they took you through a series of rooms in people's house. The first thing they do is sit you down in the living room and they say, here are all the reasons why women might want to self-manage their abortions. And then they bring you into the kitchen area because apparently when you are self-managing your abortion, it's important to have a nice hot cup of tea and snacks available. If you think I'm making that up, that's literally, they had a sign, things that can help support a self-managed abortion. A nice cup of chamomile tea, a heating pad, a supply of pads, a pain relievers, ibuprofen, all that stuff. That was in the kitchen area. And then you go into the bedroom where, you might be laying down during your self-managed abortion to rest. And then the big one, they bring you into the bathroom where you will be sitting on the toilet to bleed out your child into the toilet. And you'll have the help of an abortion doula that will sit there and hold your hand as you bleed your child out into the toilet after taking the abortion pills. And I was told there was a lot of blood and sometimes a body part or two that would come out. And then this is the shrine part. After you bleed your baby out into the toilet, you go and you worship at the abortion shrine. Getting a little bit closer, you can see all of the very spiritualized elements on the abortion shrine. And some people have said to me, they're like, Karlyn, are they praying for the soul of the child they have bled into the toilet? And no, they are not. Because on the abortion shrine, there's actually a thing that says, loving yourself is the greatest revolution. This was a sacred space for dreams of an abortion future. You can see all of these pictures on my Substack, Karlyn, Karlyn.substack.com, in an article titled The Abortion Doula.